For this video, I'll be going over loft feature as well as lofted cut. In order to do so, we need to create two sketch. Loft basically will do a very similar feature like extrusion, except we can choose the sketch of the first start of the extrusion and end sketch of this extrude. So it can, for example, start as a circle and extrude it all the way, and it'll change throughout to be rectangle at the end. So we'll create a sketch that we want to work on. So click sketch. You can click to whatever front, right, or top plane. Let's click front plane. And I want to start with the polygon. So let's say I have 5 sides. And click the origin. Also, we'll do a smart dimension again to click the tip and the origin to get the distance. So 50 millimeters. And we'll click the corner, as well as shift click the origin to get the full defined polygon. And we'll actually exit. So we have created one sketch. Now we need to create another sketch to do the loft. Since we only have front, top, or right plane to work on right now, but we want to do the extrusion of this loft to parallel to the front plane, we need to make a reference geometry. Click on the Features tab, very similar to what we did on the revolved, creating a reference geometry of axis. We'll do reference geometry of plane. And now we'll do the reference geometry of plane, and it'll show you click different references. So if you can do the drop-down menu over here, and we've actually drew a sketch on a front plane, so we'll click the front plane now, and it'll show you a preview of what plane it'll make. It can do several different things, but for now we're only going to worry about distance. So front plane, right now it's set as 10 millimeter, but let's say have 50 millimeter. So it'll be created like this. So click OK, and now we have a reference plane that we can work on to draw end condition of the sketch for this loft feature. So click on sketch, we'll add sketch, and now we're going to create a sketch on this plane too. For this end of this polygon, I want to make a circle. So I'll click circle and click the origin and change the shape. I need to fully define, so I'll click the smart dimension again and set this diameter as maybe 75. And exit sketch. I've mentioned before that if you don't want to see the plane 2, you can always go over here and right click on plane 2 and hide just to if you don't want to see them. So we have circle and polygon. So if you go to Features tab, there's this lofted boss base feature, and we'll click this. It'll ask you for a profile that you want to work on. So right now we have a circle and polygon, so let's click on circle. And let's click on this polygon. And it'll automatically generate what's the shape it's going to be. There's this guide curves that we can work around. So right now it's in a straight line. So it goes from each corner of this polygon, 5 corners, and it just generates a straight edge. But we can do, if you want to do a more complex shape, we can change by drawing a guided line. Maybe you can do a spline or a curve. We'll draw in a different plane that works as a guided line and add this in a guide curve features. But we wouldn't worry about this. When you do loft, you'll automatically generate one guide line that you could work on. But for example, if you want to change this shape a little bit by twisting, we can scroll this green dot around, so it will be a torsion loft. Right now, we won't worry about it, and you'll do click OK, and it'll show you the lofted part that starts as this one sketch and ends in a different sketch. Now, if you want to do the loft cut, it's very similar to extrude cut, except you need to define what sketch that you're going to start with and end with. So let's create two different sketch on this two sides of this lofted part to show the lofted cut, which is over here. But first we need to create a sketch. So we'll go to sketch, and I would want to create a sketch on the surface, but starting would be a polygon. So I would do like this, and just have a random number on maybe like 25. I'll do a click, a shift orient click, do the vertical to fully define, so I'll have a sketch. Do the exit, and next I'll shift this around to the other side so I can create another sketch on the other side of this part. So I've created a sketch over here at this side, but I need to create a sketch over at this side. So now I click sketch, and I click this other side as the working surface. And now I'll have a circle. Click origin, click circle, smart dimensions, maybe 75. I think that's too big, maybe 50. So 50. I'll exit sketch. So I have a two sketch, one polygon on this side and one circle on the other side. Now I'll click on the Features tab and go to Lofted Cut. And it basically shows the same configurations, except it's just cutting. So I'll click two profiles, one the polygon on the one side and circle on the other side. And it will show you the profile that it's going to look as a preview. Let's just do some weird shape, this, and click OK. And now I've created a lofted cut.